Welcome back everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another video. We are truly delighted that you have continued to support this channel. Now, after an action-packed test and ODI series, the spotlight are now shifted to the T20 format, where Bangladesh and West Indies will face off in a 3-match series. Right, the test would have been, drawn 1-1 or 1 apiece by both teams would have won the game. But in the ODI series, right, West Indies would have emphatically, won that series. They would have clean sweep that series 3-0. So West Indies will look to carry that form into the T20 series, and Bangladesh, I suspect, would like to bounce back from that embarrassing loss in the ODI series. And so the purpose of this video is we are going to look on the the squad published by Cricket West Indies for this 3-match T20 series. Now, the truth of the matter though, really not, let me just say this up front, really not I'm really not a fan of, players playing franchise cricket over international cricket. But to be honest with you, I can understand the reason why they do it. And it's something that is currently being done in the modern game. Know that, players know that they cannot play the game a long time, right? So they have to kind of secure, their families. So I think that is one of the, the biggest reasons why players tend to play franchise cricket over international cricket, because of the, the remuneration that they will get, right? So, Shea Hope and Sherfy Rutherford, right, would not be available for this series, and Akil Hussain also will not be available for the final match in the series, as they have commitment in the Big Bash League in Australia, right? So let me just say that up front. So with that said, I'm going to give you my honest opinion in terms of West Indies T20 cricket. I think that we have not been playing well, for the past few series, right? I think we have struggled to even score over 200 runs in this format. In fact, if I can remember the last 8 matches that we would have played, one time we would have, scored over 200 runs, and that was, I think, it was the 4th match we would have played against England, where we would have scored 221, and we would have won that game, right? So I remember we even were skittled out for 89 in that second T20 match in Sri Lanka, right? So we have not been, especially the batters have not been batting very well, right? So all right, with that said, let us move into the, the squad. All right, so the T20 team, would have been, led by Rovman Powell. I think he was our best batter against England, right? And just hope that he will bring that form into this, series against Bangladesh. Rovman Powell would have scored 18, 43, 54, and 38. In those 4 matches he would have batted, right? And I just, he has been leading the team very well, to be honest with you. There are a lot of talks around, him, us changing the captaincy, but I don't see any reason for changing Rovman Powell. He has been, excellent for us as a captain, right? And he would have led from the front in that, England series, even though we were beaten by 3-1. The fifth match would have been rained out. West Indies would have been at 44 without loss in that fifth game when rain came. Right? So the next person would be Brandon King. Brandon King is out of form for me in T20 cricket. Let's hope that he will regain some form. He would have played only 2 matches against England and he scored 1 and 3. Right? I think he would have been replaced by Shea Hope in that series at the top because he was not scoring really well. So I just hope that he will return to form in this series against Bangladesh. Alright, Keacy Carty. Keacy Carty is one of our most improved players in the T20 format, and he is becoming a three-format cricketer. He would have played for us in the Test series. Now he would have played in the one-day series. In fact, he's on the back of a 95 run score in that final ODI match against Bangladesh. And I think he would have earned his place because of that innings, as well as the performance he would have made in the recently concluded Caribbean Premier League. He was really good in that tournament. So I suspect that those are the reasons why Sammy would have included him in the squad. And also I think he would have been chosen because Shea Hope would not be available for this series. Alright. And Darren Sammy speaking about the inclusion of Keacy Carty, he said, "He has shown us that he could be a batter in that format, and playing against Bangladesh, a team we cannot take for granted. We need all hands on deck." End of quote. So that is what Sammy had to say, in relation to his inclusion of Keacy Carty in the T20 squad. Nicholas Pooran, I think he's our best batter in this format. Nicholas Pooran would have, his form is a cause for concern for me, to be honest with you. He would have scored in the 4 matches he played against England, or the 4 matches he batted against England. He would have scored 38, 14, 7, and a duck. Right? Those are not, the numbers you want from your best batter. Right? And to be honest with you, we have no doubt in Pooran's ability. He's one of the cleanest of the cricket ball, and we know that. But we would like to see his numbers looking better in this series. And he would have played in the Abu Dhabi T10 League recently, and his team Deccan Gladiators, they would have won the tournament, right? But the numbers put up by Pooran is a cause for concern as well. He would have made duck, 4, 8, 36, 28, 72, and in the final match he would have made 28. Let me repeat, so in the first 3 matches he would have made 3 ducks on the trot, right? Then in the 4th match he would have made 4, in the 5th match he would have made 8, in the 6th match he would have made 36. I think he made 36 not out, and in the 7th match he would have made 28. In the semi-final he would have made 72. That was brilliant. And then in the final he would have made 28. Right? So we need to see some improvements in Pooran's game. Really need to see him make some more runs, return to that dominant power hitter, at the top order for us. Now the next player, Andre Fletcher. Andre Fletcher would not have been included in the initial squad published by Cricket West Indies. However, he was included because Evan Lewis is still injured. I guess he has not recovered fully from that blow he would have got in his box from Naid Rana, right? That's not a simple blow. Naid Rana bowled at 100 and consistently at about 145 kilometers per hour. Imagine a player bowling that quick and hit you flush in the box. So I just wish Evan Lewis all the best, and I just hope that he will recover fully for the next series. So Andre Fletcher, the last time he would have played for us, he would have made only 4. I think he played in that second ODI in that second T20 match in Sri Lanka, right? So, alright, that's how Fletcher would have been included for Evan Lewis. When Johnson Charles would have played that final World Cup match, I thought that was the end of his career. To be honest with you, given not that he doesn't have the ability, but I was just looking at his age and the young players coming up, in the academy and so forth. But Johnson Charles would have fought back his way into the team because of that impressive, Caribbean Premier League that he would have played, recently. He would have scored over 400 runs, 452 to be exact, right, at an average of 41.09, right? So, and I think his highest score in the tournament was 89, right? So, with those numbers, you cannot count that fellow out, to be honest with you, and so I think that is one of the reasons, or the main reason, why Sammy would have included him in this squad, right? Because of that impressive, CPL series he would have played this year. So Ruston Chase, in my estimation, Ruston Chase is not in very good nick. He would have scored a total of 29 runs against England, and I just hope that he will, return to form in this series. Ruston would have taken, 1 wicket for 92 runs off 8 over in that England series as well. And that's not very good bowling. That's, over 11 runs or over. That's not very good, that economy. So Ruston would need to, regain some form with both bat and ball in this series. Generally, he's a very economical bowler, right? But he was, put under the pump in that England series. Justin Greaves' inclusion, I really don't have any issue with it. Justin Greaves is becoming a very good all-rounder for us. He is now a 3-format player, as he would have played in the Test match, he would have played in the ODI, and now he is included in the T20 lineup, right? He's a very capable all-rounder. He brings some balance to the team, and he's a player. He's similar to Ruston Chase. He's like a floating player that can bat anywhere in the middle order, right? So he's a very good addition to the squad. Romario Shepherd, to be honest with you, is one of our best all-rounder in the squad. Given that Andre Russell is unavailable for this series, I think he was fairly good with the bat in the England series. He would have scored 35, 22, and 30 in the matches he would have batted, and but his bowling is a bit of cause for concern for me. He would have taken 3 wickets for 107 runs of 9.4 overs in that England series. That economy is not very good. It's over 11 runs over. So he will need to make amends in this series for us, but I know he has the ability, and he will be a little bit expensive because he bowled in the death overs for us. So I just hope that he will, be a bit better in this series. Alright, so Shamar Springer is another all-rounder for us. He did not play in the England series, but he did play a few matches for us in Sri Lanka. think he would have taken 2 wickets for 59 runs of 4 overs. To be honest with you, that economy is not very good. That sounds like about 12, 13 runs per over. Not very good. So I just hope that he will, make amends in this series. As it relates to Terence Hines, he would have played one match against England. He would have taken 1 wicket for 54 and 4.2 overs. Again, that economy is not very good. Looking at, probably 13, 14 runs over. So we need to make some improvements in our bowling. That's just the reality. That's just the reality. Right, as it relates to Alzarri Joseph, doesn't need much introduction. He is one of our best bowlers. He's the leader of our bowling attack in all format. And I think Alzarri would have been banned for the first 2 games because of that incident in the 3rd ODI against England, where he would have walked off the field. So when he came back in the 3rd T20, he would have made, he made a 21 with the bat, and also for those 2 games he would not have taken any wickets. He would have, his figures were 0 for 70 runs of 8 overs, right? That's not too bad. The run rate or the economy is about 6 runs and over, which is not too bad given that he's bowling the death overs as well. But I just hope that he will, be much better in this series. West Indies are to win this series. Alright, so Obed McCoy, has been reeling with, injury problems. He would have, played 1 match in the England series. He would not have taken any wickets. With 4 overs, no wicket, and conceded 40 runs. That's like 10 runs and over. So Obed McCoy will need to improve in this series for us. So our bowlers, they have not been bowling very well, especially our seam bowlers. So we need to make some improvements in that department. Let's move on now to our spin bowlers. Alright, so Gudakish Moti is, one of our best spin bowlers in our format of the game. Gudakish, I think one of the improvements I would have seen in Gudakish is where his batting is concerned. He is more confident going into this T20 series, because he would have made a 44 not out in that recently concluded ODI series. He would have been involved in an unbeaten 91-run partnership with Amir Jangu. So I know he will be a bit more confident going into this series. And as it relates to England series, he would have made a 33 in the first match in that series as well. And as it relates to his bowling, right, he would have taken 4 wickets in that series for 128 runs of 13 overs. That economy needs to come down a bit as well, almost 10 runs and over. And so we would need to see some improvements with regards to Gudakish bowling, right? Gudakish is mainly used in our middle overs, and so we expect him to take some wickets in this Bangladesh series. As you know, Gudakish is a wicket taker. He attacks the wicket, and so he generally takes wickets, right? But I think in the ODI series, he wasn't playing, that very well, because I think Gudakish was bowling too flat, right? And he was not giving the ball much here. So he would not have taken enough wickets, but in that last ODI, I would have seen where he would have slowed down the bowling, give the ball some more here, and he would have taken some wickets in that final ODI. right? So I expect him to do the same in this T20 series. As it relates to Keacy Carty, he would have been our best bowler against England. I noticed that, Darren Sammy would have used him in the middle overs as well. So he would have started at the top of the bowling order, and then he would have been used in the middle overs, and he was very effective at it, right? So he would have taken 5 wickets in that series. Overall he would have taken 5 wickets, 106 runs he would have conceded, bowling 15 overs. That's not very bad figures, to be honest with you. And remember, in the third T20 match, he would have taken a 4-for. He would have taken 4 wickets, conceded 22 from 4 overs. That was, exceptional bowling there from Keacy. Right, so I just expect that he will, continue in that, rich vein of form for us in this series. Right, so overall, I think it's a very good and balanced squad, to be honest with you, with all the players that are available. Right, as you know, Keacy Carty will be replaced by Jaden Seals in the final match of this series. As I said earlier, Keacy Carty would, be going into Australia to take part in that Big Bash tournament. All right. So with that said, we will be now looking on the Bangladesh squad. I'm not going to go through Bangladesh squad in detail, but I will just read the names to you. So the batters for Bangladesh include Tanzid Hassan. Wicket keepers are Litan Das, he is the captain, and you have Parvez Hussain Iman, Jaka Ali, Jakar Ali. Right, for the all-rounders, you have Afif Hussain, Mahidi Hassan, then you have Mehidi Hassan Miraz, then you have Shamim Hussain, then you have Sumia Sharkar, then the bowlers are Hassan Mahmood, Nasom Ahmed, Tanzim Sakib, Rishad Hussain, that's a leg spinner, Taskin Ahmed, Ripan Mandal. That's a 15-man squad for Bangladesh to face West Indies. So having looked on the West Indies squad, I will be now sharing with you my proposed starting 11. As I said, this is, I always said in my videos, this is not the team that West Indies would have published for the game. This is just my, opinion based on the squad that was published by Cricket West Indies. Right? It's a bit tricky because of the non-inclusion of J Hope and Sherfy and Rutherford in the squad, because you know that those two players would be, automatically make the starting 11. So I will try to, select the best and the more balanced, squad I can, the more balanced team I can select from this squad. So if you have, other ideas, you can share it down in the comment section. I really do value your comments. I think you guys are not really, commenting as much in the comment section. I really value your comment and your comments, and I just encourage you to, share your thoughts in the comment section. I will read all of them, and I will provide a response to all of the comments. Please share your comments in the comment section. Don't be afraid. This platform, you will not be judged. We will just, like to share ideas, one with another. All right. So with that said, let us look on my selection for this first T20. All right. So at the top, we know we have 3 batsmen. Right. We have Brandon King, we have Johnson Charles, and we have Andre Fletcher. Right. Brandon King, even though he is out of form, I'm going to give him the nod in this series. I know that he is a very good batsman, and and just want to give him the time to so that he can regain his form. Right, so I will use Brandon King. Johnson Charles is on the back of a brilliant, CPL season, so I will give him the nod over Andre Fletcher. My two opening batters are Johnson Charles and Brandon King. Coming at number 3 is a no-brainer. He's our best batter. That's Nicholas Puran at number 3. At number 4, it's very tricky, right? I could use Keacy Carty or Ruston Chase, right? However, I think I would want Ruston Chase to come at number 6, right? To kind of steady the innings if given the nature of the game. So this number 3 would be between Keacy Carty, and I also could include, Justin Greaves there as well, But when I look on it, if I want to include Justin Greaves, I really would want to have enough batters in the team, and even though Keacy Carty may not have the experience at this level, I will give him the nod at number 4, given that that's where he is, in that little middle order here. He has been batting for us in the other formats, right? I think I would give Keacy Carty the nod at number 4. Please share your comments. As I said, it's a bit tricky. At number 5 would be, Rovman Powell, our captain. Number 6, I would include Ruston Chase there. Number 7 would be Romario Shepherd. Number 8 would be Gudakish Moti. Number 9 would be Akil Hussain. Number 10 would be Alzari Joseph. Number 11 would be Obed McCoy. So let me repeat the team. It's a very tricky one, to be honest with you. I just wanted to go with another batter, another specialist batter rather than an all-rounder, because we would have had, Romario Shepherd and Ruston Chase as all-rounder. I didn't want to include another all-rounder, in the team. And I could play Andre Fletcher there as well, so at that number 4. So it's kind of tricky. But let's see. This is the team that I think would be, the most balanced team for us. As I said, I'm going to repeat: Johnson Charles and Brandon King at the top, Nicholas Puran at number 3. Number 4 would be Keacy Carty. Number 5, Rovman Powell. Number 6, Ruston Chase. Number 7, Romario Shepherd. Number 8 would be Gudakish Moti. Number 9 would be Akil Hussain. Number 10 would be Alzari Joseph. And number 11 would be Obed McCoy. Again, please share your thoughts down in the comment section. Right? To be honest with you, I just really want West Indies to be more consistent at this level. That's, a big cause for concern for me. We are too, inconsistent at this level. In all formats, in the test, we would have seen the inconsistency. The ODI wasn't so bad, but we would have seen inconsistencies in our bowling in the ODI, right? So, and in the field as well is a big score point for West Indies. We need to be better in the field, right? I just wish the guys all the best, and I just hope that they will, win this final series for this year and to finish the year on a high. I also wish the West Indies women best of luck as they will take on India this morning. Please support the women's team. They are, very, very, very good, and though they will want to bounce back from that semi-final loss in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. All right, so thank you again for watching. Sincerely, happy that you have joined us for this video, and I just ask that you will just stay tuned for other videos to come. Thanks again. Please have a good day, and God bless you, and happy holidays to all my viewers and subscribers. Peace, my friends.